Yesterday it was Celtic making a statement as they went into first place as Scotland's most successful club, but today it's the Scotland First Minister, John Swinney, making a statement as he has come out and condemned the behaviour of the fans from yesterday's cup final. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. A lot of action on the pitch, action-packed game, 6 goals, loads of penalties, loads of bookings, loads of drama, but there was also quite a lot of controversy off the pitch as well, and unfortunately there were some bad scenes in Glasgow, and that seems to be what is taking over the aftermath of the cup final Monday morning. Rather than the fallout from the football, we're talking about the fallout from the actions of a minority of fans, as John Swinney has called them. Now, he's come out and condemned the minority of fans, but the problem is when you're going to Hampden and let's say you have, let's just say 25,000 fans, okay, from each side. You've got 50,000 fans in total. A minority of fans, that can still be hundreds, if not thousands of fans, and that's a shitload of people. So sometimes they say minority and people just assume, oh, it's not many, you know, it's 2 or 3 or a small group. No, a minority of fans, unfortunately, can still be a hell of a lot of fans. And in this case, I think it is. We've seen like large groups of both sets running around Glasgow, just getting into trouble, causing trouble, just being little delinquents, just being little Neds, waste of spaces, oxygen thieves, call them what you want. And it's sad, and you know this is another reason why we just cannot get alcohol at a game. And I'm sure Celtic and Rangers would love to sell alcohol, but look at the way the minority of the fans act. And I know that Stephen Mills from Super Scoreboard, the big Scottish football podcast, he's always complaining, he's always saying that they should be served alcohol in stadiums and that football clubs need to stop treating fans like they're children. The rugby don't do it. Yeah, but you don't see this shit for rugby either. You know, you don't see rugby fans out in the streets in hundreds and in groups, you know, attacking each other and attacking the police. So it is what it is. I think we need to accept that, unfortunately, football, you know, does attract, let's be honest, scum. It is what it is. And for every, you know, out of 10 fans, for every 9 nice fans that you may get, you will probably get a bad apple. And it is as simple as that when it comes to football. But John Swinney has condemned the behaviour of a minority of fans who charged along Argyle Street in the city centre, sent off flares near Christmas shoppers. A Police Scotland officer was injured after missiles were thrown. A 26-year-old man was also taken to hospital after seriously being assaulted. Swinney said, quote, "The clubs have got to address the behaviour of a minority of their fans whose conduct was just completely and utterly unacceptable. It caused fear and distress and alarm to people who were enjoying Christmas shopping in advance of the football game." End of quote. Now, he then went on to talk about the actual incidents and what was happening, and he added, quote, "The clubs have got a responsibility to make sure that their fans behave properly. The overwhelming majority of football fans happily went to the match and watched the football and took part in the game." End of quote. Now, he also criticised the alarming use of pyrotechnics. Apparently 2 people have been arrested for this. A 41-year-old was charged with a drug offence, and a 30-year-old was charged after being found with a pyrotechnic in his possession. And he went on to say the following, quote, "I urge anyone who has any information that could assist our investigation to contact us. I want to make it clear that the use of weapons and violence will not be tolerated, and retrospective inquiries are being carried out." End of quote. And one of the police sergeants added, quote, "We are following a number of lines of investigation, including a reviewing CCTV footage and footage on social media. I would like to thank the majority of fans for their conduct throughout the day." End of quote. So, I mean, yeah, a minority of fans just making things worse, making things bad for everybody else. And it's just a shame that things like this have to take centre stage. Things like this have to, you know, take the main spot when it comes to the news rather than the actual football. But I mean, whatever, for it was a decent cup final. Celtic winning in the end, close game, which is what you want. You never want a cup final to be 3-4, 5-0, because I mean that's just boring. But unfortunately, I mean, I think as long as you get Celtic and Rangers in finals, you're always going to get this. I mean, the police know this. That's why there's more police presence for these games than any other games. And apparently, they were imposing an emergency stop and search as well in order to try and find people and stop people from carrying weapons to into Glasgow and from the stadium and all that stuff. So, yeah, not good, guys. Not good at all. But hopefully, whoever's responsible, obviously not all going to be caught like, but I mean, maybe if you can catch a few people, make an example of them, might put some others off doing shit like this in the future. But even when you look at the hooligans, the minority walking through Glasgow, I mean, there's a lot of kids as well. There's a lot of wee small people running around. So, like, where are the parents? Do the parents know? Do the parents care? Probably not, to be fair. Anyway, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. So, hopefully nobody was seriously injured, and hopefully we can cut this crap out of football. And yeah, because you don't want stuff like this overshadowing what's actually happening on the pitch. Most people just want to enjoy football, enjoy their team winning. Don't need crap like this. So yeah, if we can get these people out of football, stamp them out or whatever, then fantastic. Anyway, that's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.